Hello. Welcome to Creighton University. We are all thrilled and honored to have you here today to show you all that Creighton has to offer. My name is Emily Newcomb, and I'm a senior in the College of Arts and Sciences, majoring in history and biology with minors in science and medicine and society and environmental sciences. And I'm one of the 2018 summer preview coordinators, along with Max Donnelly. I made the long trek to Creighton from the distant lands of Gretna, Nebraska, a whopping 20 minutes away. When I was an incoming freshman, I was sure that my close proximity to home was a shoo-in for a seamless transition to Creighton. Though this confidence is wonderful, I also encourage all of you to open your ears and hearts to the presentations and testimonies you hear during summer preview. The transition to college is a wonderful journey, and we are here to provide you with all the resources to succeed at Creighton. When I went through orientation, I was overwhelmed with all the new information and faces. As an introvert, I believe that the orientation situation consisting of outgoing upperclassmen dancing on the mall and being simultaneously jazzed about Creighton was not for me. And here I stand today. By opening myself up to learning and meeting others, I was able to take Creighton by storm. Creighton is a community built on a foundation of Jesuit values. Creighton allows you to forge lifelong friendships and experiences, and I'm so excited for you all to begin your Creighton journey, for it is incredibly unique and rewarding. This is your first step of your Creighton experience, and we are so excited to see what each of you will bring to this amazing Creighton community. Creighton is filled with so many wonderful people who are ready to support you and make this growth something you do with intention. Starting now, you are officially part of the Creighton community, which is truly something special. The spirit of this university is not something that we can fully explain to you, but we hope you are able to feel and experience it during your time here at Creighton. Our quote this year is, "Depth of thought and imagination in the Ignatian tradition involves a profound engagement with the real," by the Superior General of the Society of Jesus, Father Adolfo Nicholas. Our hope is that summer preview will help you begin your journey here at Creighton. We believe that this experience is not about going through the motions, but that Creighton is able to facilitate this growth with intention of continually bettering ourselves. Challenge yourself to dive into this experience and to have the confidence to dare greatly. Again, thank you so much for coming. We are so excited to have you here with us. Enjoy the next 2 days, and please do not hesitate if you have any questions or concerns. I'd now like to introduce you to Dr. Eileen Burke-Sullivan, our Vice Provost for Mission and Ministry, who will be providing us with an invocation.
Good morning, and let me add my word of welcome as well. We're very thrilled that you're here, and it's a wonderful opportunity to see parents and our students together. It gives us such a sense of the seamlessness of all that Creighton is. So let us pray together for a moment. I invite you now to just take a moment, maybe put your feet on the floor, and think deeply of your deepest hope for today, for this 2 days, and for this coming year. Gracious God, you who called Ignatius Loyola from his life, from his busyness, from his world, to dare greatly for something more, to dare greatly for the kingdom of God, for the service of humanity, for the goodness of life. We ask you now this morning to bless us, to bless these 2 days of being together, to bless the coming year, and above all, to bless these young men and women who are becoming part of the Creighton family, and their parents and family who are part of our extended family. We ask you to bless us with the grace to dare greatly in our time, to dare to listen, to hear your voice, to see your goodness in our lives and in the lives of every person around us. Open us to the hopes and possibilities that we have in our heart, that they may be fulfilled to your greater glory. And we ask these gifts in Jesus' name. Amen.
Thank you, Dr. Berg-Sullivan. We would now like to welcome Father Henriksen to the podium. Daniel Henriksen of the Society of Jesus is the 25th president of Creighton University. A Nebraska native, he earned his Bachelor of the Arts in Psychology and Theology from Marquette University in 1993 and entered the Society of Jesus in 1994. He received his Master's of Arts in Philosophical Resources from Fordham University, a Master of Divinity degree from the Jesuit School of Theology at Santa Clara University, and Master of Arts and PhD degrees from Columbia University. Once a student in Creighton's Jesuit Humanities program in 1996, he returned as an adjunct instructor of philosophy from 2000 to 2003. Following serving at Creighton, Father Henriksen gained experience from around the world, from traveling to nearly 30 countries. This is a passion that has influenced Creighton greatly. He returned to Marquette University in 2012 as an associate vice president in the office of the executive vice president, before he became an associate provost for academic initiatives. He also serves on the boards of Creighton and Xavier Universities, colleagues at Jesuit Business Education, Jesuit Worldwide Learning, and St. Francis Mission Foundation. Today, his influence on Creighton can be seen through the enhanced global engagement and campus development. Please welcome Creighton's president, Father Henriksen.
Thank you very much. It's great to see so many of you this morning. So good morning and welcome to Creighton University, especially to the members of the class of 2022. And thank you for choosing Creighton. We're thrilled that you'll be joining us in just a matter of weeks for what will likely be one of the most formative and rewarding times in your lives. And to your parents and families, a hearty welcome also. Choosing a university is a family decision, and we're so grateful that you are entrusting your sons and daughters to us. We promise to take very good care of them. I was once a student here at Creighton University as a young Jesuit in 1996, and then for 3 years, a few years down the road, for 3 years a member of the faculty in the Department of Philosophy, and then also a member of the Board of Trustees. So I know firsthand the intellectual and spiritual impact that Creighton, that our campus makes upon a person as well as the family. Allow me to give you some perspective on why I believe you've made the right decision to come to Creighton. We have consistently been ranked #1 in the U.S., in the Midwest by the U.S. News and World Report. Recent campus expansion has created a dynamic and learning environment. You'll see on campus today a new dental school that we're opening in just a matter of weeks. Creighton's 9 colleges and schools, all located on one campus, offer so many opportunities for collaboration and for undergraduate research. Undergraduate research is another U.S. World News Report ranking for us. The heart of Creighton is its Catholic Jesuit mission and identity, giving you the opportunity to grow spiritually and to serve others, no matter what your faith identity is. The diversity of our campus will provide opportunities to experience people from a wide variety of backgrounds and cultures, and you will find professors who truly care and who will challenge you as they offer such valuable mentorship. Most of all, you will find that what the tens of thousands of Creighton alumni have found at this university, the intellectual and spiritual environment you need to grow into the person God envisions you to be. So you will certainly discover new friends. Some of these friends will stay with you the rest of your lives. Opportunities for service are abundant. Creighton students have performed more than 1 million hours of community service annually. Hundreds of students take part in our annual fall and spring break service trips, helping communities throughout the country. You'll enjoy all sorts of athletics, from Division I to club and intramural sports, with excellent facilities. You'll find many opportunities for global engagement, both locally and abroad, through programs that are very dear to my own heart. And we've enacted a lot of these through a recent presidential initiative that's been very successful on campus. Most of all, you'll find a community here that you will embrace and will support you every step of the way. On most Mondays of the school year, I have lunch with students, different group of students each Monday, and I always ask them what's good about Creighton, and community is one of the things that they always mention at the lunch. Over the course of the school year, please take advantage of the resources you learn about during the summer preview. Everyone at Creighton wants you to succeed. Thank you and your families for sacrificing to attain a Jesuit Catholic education at Creighton University. God bless you and your families, and I look very forward to seeing you here in August. Thank you and have a great day.
Thank you, Father Henriksen. I would like to take this time to introduce you to Dr. Tanya Weingard, our Vice Provost for Student Life. Dr. Weingard is known to be a friendly smile on the mall and loves engaging with students. During her time at Creighton, Dr. Weingard has served in multiple roles within the university and has been an influential figure in the Division of Student Life.
Good morning, everyone, and I will continue the parade of welcomes. You'll keep getting those probably for the next day and a half, and then when you return in the fall. We are truly thrilled to have you joining us here at this preview session, and we commit to you that during your time here, you will learn so much and be better prepared for when you return to us in the fall. Today is about the beginning of your Creighton story. So as every good story begins, we first need to set that stage. Education of the whole person is the cornerstone of a Jesuit education, and at Creighton, we do this by creating learning opportunities both inside of the classroom and outside of the classroom. This summer preview experience will give you a taste of what you can expect. You will learn important information about your Creighton journey, and it will set you on the right path so that you can grow holistically, mind, body, and spirit. That is what makes being educated in the Jesuit tradition so very special. We want students to experience the world while engaging in our community so that when you become graduates, you can go into the world and make a difference. Father Kolvenbach, the former leader of the Jesuits, believed that the real measure of a Jesuit university lies in who our students become. We are committed to you, and we hope that you're committed to having a Creighton experience that will forever change the way you think about the world and give you the tools to make a difference. Because you are joining our community, it's more than appropriate for us to get to know each other a bit better. After all, you are the newest members of the Blue Jay family. Don't worry, I'm not going to take the mic around the room and ask every single one of you to stand up and tell us where you're from and a fun fact. There'll be plenty of time for that in our programs later. But I think it's important for us to get to know the collective in the room. Each one of us has gathered here today because we are excited about what is to come. And our shared tomorrow is being part of the Creighton family and our tradition of academic excellence. That means we are also here for each other, to support each other, and sometimes to push each other to be better than we thought that we could be. So now I'm going to ask our current students, faculty, and staff that are here today to please stand. Some of them are already standing in the back of the room, so like I always ask, make some noise so we know who the current members of the community are. Faculty, staff, and students, please stand, and students in the back, make some noise. So they're here, and we've recognized them, and it wasn't that hard, was it? So now I want to ask, for those of you who are here following in the footsteps of a family member, a brother, a sister, a mom, a dad, grandparent, or other relative, to stand up with your family members so we can recognize you for joining us today. Legacies, please stand. Okay, now you can take your seats. Now I'd like to ask the students who are first in your family to come to Creighton to stand up with your family members so we may also recognize you. Please stand. Looks like there's going to be a lot of you. It does not matter if you're the fifth person in your family to come to Creighton or the first. We are now all a part of the Blue Jay family. And by now, I think you've probably heard something else about your collective, your class. We think it's kind of some exciting news. You're going to once again be one of the largest classes in Creighton history. Your ACT scores are great. Your academic honors are stellar. Your high school GPAs put mine to shame. And along with choosing Creighton, that lets us know that you probably are one of the brightest classes to ever choose Creighton. So congratulations, and really we are super excited to have you coming. So now that you're joining our community, and I think you know that we have a strong academic reputation, I want you to know a little bit more about a hallmark of a Creighton education, and that is we will teach you how to think, not what to think. So make no mistake, we will challenge you while you are here. We will make you dig deep inside yourself, to work hard and to think critically. Your time at Creighton will also help you discover your true passion, what will motivate you to share your gifts and talents to enhance the community that you're a part of. I also believe that you're aware that Creighton is a Jesuit Catholic university, and with that comes a sincere commitment to diversity and of all faith traditions. So whether you're Muslim, Christian, Catholic, or Jewish, the words from the Gospel Mark 7:7 can serve as inspiration for you as you embark on your Creighton experience. Ask, and it shall be given to you. Seek, and ye shall find. Knock, and it shall open unto you. Ask, and it will be given to you. Within reason, of course. No room service will be provided. Extensions on assignments are rare, but if you want or need assistance, ask and you will receive it. Faculty members hold office hours. They are responsive to emails, and you often find them talking to students before and after class. And in the outside of the classroom experience, you can ask amazing questions to our amazing preview guides and our other student leaders in the residence halls, as well as our dedicated staff from across the university that want to assist you on your journey to meet your personal and your academic goals. Seek, and ye shall find. When you arrive at Creighton this fall, be curious and act on that curiosity. Find your passion. Be open to the many new things you will learn while engaging in the Creighton core. A Jesuit education prepares you to be well-rounded and introduces you to the richness of the humanities. Engage in clubs and organizations that complement your academic and other interests. Make connections between what you are learning inside of the classroom and outside of the classroom by taking advantage of internships, research opportunities, and other experiential learning that may confirm what you're passionate about, or it may expose you to something you never even thought you would love to pursue. And then maybe you might even be interested in engaging in service or going on a retreat. Later, my colleague, Dr. Bogard, will talk to you more about the many ways you can make the most of your outside of the classroom experience. Knock, and it shall open unto you. When you arrive on campus this fall, there will be plenty of us, faculty, staff, and amazing upper-class students, here to assist in your transition to Creighton and to college life. But after a while, we start to fade in the backdrop, and it becomes your time to act. So go ahead and knock. Knock on the door of the person living across the hall from you. Introduce yourself. Get to know him or her. After all, this person is your neighbor and quite possibly a lifelong friend. Take the same approach with your faculty. Be active, be known. Take that first step in asserting yourself to be responsible for your learning so that you will be sure to get the most of your Creighton experience. So once again, I remind you of Mark 7:7. Ask and you shall receive. Seek and ye shall find. And knock and it shall be open unto you. This verse brings meaning to this year's theme, Dare Greatly. And when you do, you will begin to figure out who you are, who you want to become, and how you are going to make a difference in our Creighton community. I once again want to offer you the most sincere welcome. I look forward to spending time with you the next day and a half, and again when you join us in the fall. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Weingard. We're now going to share with you a video more about the Creighton community.
I decided to come to Creighton because of the people that I met when I was touring here, and they were just really excited about the campus, about what they were doing, about what they were studying, and it truly did feel like a family when I visited here, and really how the Jesuit values impact your life and what you learn outside of the classroom equally as what you're learning inside of the classroom. So that's really what I was looking for in a college, that I wanted to have those people that I could relate with, that I could experience and learn from, and that's really what I found.
The first time I stepped on Creighton's campus was when I moved in. I just kind of took a leap of faith. I didn't visit campus at all. I didn't come to Nebraska at all before I moved in, and I instantly fell in love with it. One of the things that really stands out about Creighton is that it just has an amazing community here. So 1 month in, I realized I knew everyone's names. I kind of had a personal relationship, at least somewhat, with everyone on my floor. And we would all go to dinner together, we'd all hang out in the neutral zone together. We played Super Smash Brothers all the time together, and those relationships I still hold dear to me today, even from freshman year. That's when I first knew that I'd be okay 1,700 miles away from home. I'd be okay at Creighton. This is really kind of like a mesh of a lot of different cultures, not just in the Midwest, but around the country. I think it's really, Creighton's a really unique place.
When I first came here, it was 43 degrees outside and raining, but the moment I stepped on campus, I just felt welcomed and at home. I fell in love with the community here and all the people. The people really do make the place, and you really fall in love with the ideals that the Jesuits present to you here in every class. It gave me the opportunity to really see the world in a whole bunch of different perspectives and through a whole bunch of different lenses. And I think that I can say for myself and for my fellow Creighton students that this was the best choice that I have made in the past 4 years of my life, and I would do nothing different if it came down to it again.
Now it is our pleasure to introduce you to Creighton's Associate Vice Provost for Student Engagement, Dr. Michelle Bogard. Dr. Bogard empowers students to engage in their passions and to do the best they can.
Good morning, everyone. Wow, standing room only. I think that might be a first in summer preview. If anyone would like to be like in a church service, we have plenty of spots right in front. So I welcome you to come on down. Good morning and welcome, everyone. Again, my name is Michelle Bogard, and I work in the Division of Student Life, and I am, again, one of the many to welcome you into our community. We have been waiting for your arrival for a very long time, from CU Sundays and admitted student days, to calling your homes and sending you postcards. We are thrilled that you decided to make that leap of faith and join us in our community. And I truly believe that you will find Creighton to be a welcoming and inclusive environment. I started working here in 2001, and I can't imagine working at any other place that is so devoted to developing students holistically, personally, professionally, and spiritually. Like my colleagues in student life, mission and ministry, and throughout campus, we consider it a calling to work in Jesuit higher education, to accompany you on your journey through the next few years as you make choices determine your life path and who are you to become in this world. We are called to develop you, not just try to help you graduate with a 4.0 and to get into a professional school, although we know many of you will accomplish such things, but rather my colleagues and I aspire to challenge you in infinite ways. Coming to college is going to stretch you in ways that you could never imagine. You will meet people from a variety of different backgrounds, and those who think very, very differently from you. Our community will challenge you to reaffirm your values and to consider new perspectives. We recognize this transition may be difficult, and so we are here to support you along your way. The Division of Student Life Summer Preview and Welcome Week programs will help you answer your questions, those that you know right now and those you never even thought you would have. When you come to campus in August for move-in, you will continue to be greeted and welcomed with many speeches and cheerily clad student leaders helping you move into your residence hall. You may be so overwhelmed that you even forget to be homesick, and there is always something going on. We are intentional about that. Eventually, the semester will continue, and at some point, you will be homesick, you may be sick, and get a bad grade on a test. And this is the perfect time to challenge yourself to be engaged in our community to help make it your own. We make it fairly easy if you're willing to put in a little effort. Attend a myriad of program board social events, from pizza crawls throughout Omaha to speakers on campus. Run for election in the inter-residence hall government, or attend the Scott Shutdown to learn about all of our clubs and organizations. Get involved in a faith community. Attend a campus ministry retreat or fall break service trip. Sign up to be a tutor if you're doing really well in a class to help your peers. De-stress from a hectic week by working it out on the intramural fields, or check in with student health if you truly aren't feeling well. We hope that you are engaged in our community. Through these experiences and others, we want you to start reflecting and asking yourself, who are you now and how are you connected to others? How are you going to dare greatly? For the introverts and more shy folks in the audience, I know that this may be daunting. While we provide ample experiences, we expect you to take the initiative to attend a residence hall floor program or come to an event where you may not know a lot of people. I assure you that it is much easier to do so your first couple weeks on campus than your second semester or even your sophomore year. As a Creighton community, we are called to be holistic people, learning both in and out of the classroom, caring for our community members, whether they are dear friends or mere acquaintances. We challenge you to have meaningful and thoughtful and respectful dialogue with one another as you determine your role within our community. This can be done in the classroom, in your residence hall, or simply walking down the mall. Each year, the student leadership team for Summer Preview spends a good deal of time picking out a theme and designing a logo for the programs. And I'm impressed with their final decision to dare greatly. Based on the quote from Father Adolfo Nicolas, former Superior General of the Jesuits, I was intrigued to see our students' connections with his words. Depth of thought and imagination in the Ignatian tradition involves a profound engagement with the real. What a bold choice. This quote comes from his address in 2010 in Mexico City, where he addressed the challenges of Jesuit higher education and society. He spoke of the globalization of superficiality, that in a cut and paste world, we don't often critically examine the information before us. I had lunch with my favorite Jesuit a week or so ago, and over the course of a hamburger and a turkey sandwich, he talked about sharing his kids' reading list with me for my son. The big promise I had to make to receive this list was that all the words that Dylan didn't understand had to be looked up in a paper dictionary. How funny, my first thought. But as I've thought about it since that lunch, I thought, how wise was this man to help me as a parent teach my kiddo to critically consume information the world is providing and to simply slow down. Large life lessons in a very simple request. Our hope at Creighton is that you will receive similar training, obviously in a more advanced form. I encourage you to take a class that's going to stretch your way of thinking. I'd also take it a step further and encourage you to go to an office or join a club that is outside of your comfort zone. Perhaps it's one that celebrates a culture that is different from your own. Or if you're already comfortable fundraising for an organization, I challenge you to not only serve dinner at the Sienna Francis shelter, but to also sit with a guest and eat and hear their life story. My guess is that you will be filled with wonder by the end of that meal, and you will receive the gift of kinship. You will only be able to engage in the real if you engage it head on, not via BuzzFeed, not via Twitter, but rather to immerse yourself in a myriad of perspectives. Creighton will ask you to engage in tough questions of each other and of this world. This critical, reflective process will allow you to imaginatively solve the questions of our time. We all need to engage in the gritty reality, as Father Kolvenbach said, and think of creative solutions. and I have no doubt that you are all up to this challenge. I wish you all the best as you start your Creighton career here. I look forward to getting to know you in the fall, and as always, go Jays.
Thank you, Dr. Bogard. We would now like to introduce you to Patrick Marta, the president of the Creighton Students Union. You'll see Patrick around campus a lot for the next 2 days, as well as next fall. He is very involved in many aspects of student life. We are excited to have him here with us to share some wisdom with you all.
Hello, new Blue Jays. On behalf of the Creighton Students Union, I would like to extend a very warm welcome to all of you. I'm excited you have decided to become a member of the Creighton family. Making that final college decision is no small choice. Here at Creighton, what you learn inside and outside the classroom, the lifelong friends you meet, and the countless memorable experiences will shape your future and the person you are to become. I remember when I first visited Creighton. The first time I stepped foot on campus, or even in Nebraska for that matter, was on move-in day. I knew I wanted to go into healthcare, and Creighton has a strong reputation for the health sciences, so I took a leap of faith. And what I immediately found at Creighton was truly unexpected. I did not anticipate the sense of solidarity present on campus. I lived on the second floor of Gallagher, and within a month, our 40-person floor became inseparable, with many dinner nights, video game tournaments, benign shenanigans, and soccer game outings. I found lasting relationships just on my floor, and I'm even still living with my randomly paired freshman year roommate. Don't let this be daunting, though. I'm not saying your friend group will be restricted to the first people you meet, but the culture promoted at Creighton is such that you'll be welcomed with open arms. Give it time, and you'll find your place here. There's an interesting phenomenon that often occurs during your time at Creighton. For me, it was sophomore year. I found myself accidentally referring to Creighton as home, and I soon realized I'd become attached. See, this shared attachment is a lifelong love for all things Creighton. It provides a foundation for the enthusiasm and the strength of our community. I'm excited to see you off on this journey. Embrace every experience with an open mind, because before you know it, you'll be an old senior welcoming in new Blue Jays. Thank you.
To conclude our welcome, we'd like to thank some very important people. This program is not possible without the dedication and hard work of a number of people. Thank you to all of our presenters today, Dr. Eileen Berg-Sullivan, President Father Henriksen, Dr. Weingard, Dr. Bogard, and Patrick Marta. We also have some staff here today with us, and we'd like to thank them for taking the time out of their busy schedules to be here. We'd also like to thank the Division of Student Life Creative Suite. The students who are involved in the suite created our wonderful video that you guys saw today. We'd like to also thank Emma Rapp, the Assistant Director for Transitions and the new Student Orientation Advisor. I would also like to thank our wonderful executive team, Jordan, Hallie, Autumn, James, and Chris. They'll be wearing the black polos if you want to say hi to them today. They've been working all year to make this program happen. We also have 28 wonderful guides who've taken the time out of their summer to be on campus for summer preview for the next 2 weeks. These guys are excellent representations of Creighton students, and you will be soon meeting your small group for the next 2 days by looking in your folder. It'll say the color on your folder or the color dot on your name tag.